Hello, my name's Jonathan Porterfield of Eco Cars and a short video clip of a great LPG Astra estate. Registered the 16th of November 2006 on a 56 plate, and it's just a two-owner vehicle. We sold it to our customer in Scotland about 18 months ago. He was very pleased with it, but he's gone back onto his company car scheme, so he's asked me if I wanted to buy it back, and we certainly did. It's a great LPG car. It's the factory fitted dual fuel badging. It's fitted by Millbrook, who did all of Vauxhall's factory fitted LPG vehicles. So the 1.4 Astra has a nice retractable load cover, and under here we have the Space Saver spare wheel, which a lot of people will unbolt from the floor and carry a tin of tyre sealant. So you're seeing it's in its unvaleted state, so it needs a good clean, so we will get it valeted this week. So great estate, rear wash white, high level brake light. Let me show you in the back. This is the club specification, which is a bit better than the Life. Manual windows in the rear, it's 3 rear inertia seat belts, and I believe it might have Isofix as well. Yes, we've got the Isofix lugs just there for the baby seats. There's the Isofix fitted. Side airbags, 4 overmats from the lease company. So again, manual windows in the rear, very clean condition, no marks to the door cards. Looking at the front passenger we get electric windows. Again, not yet been cleaned this, but you're just seeing it. Some nice fitted overmats. Driver's seat needs a good clean, but there are no rips or tears or undue smells to this at all. A little bit of road tax left to the end of February. 6 months was £71.50. So a little bit of road tax left. I'll show you the MOT in a moment. Just show you the other rear door card. It's very clean. Looking in the driver's door, so you get 2 electric windows, remotely controlled, heated I believe, electric wing mirrors, remote central locking. We have 2 keys. It's also got the original key fob that we supplied 18 months ago, so 2 keys, both remote, and the main key being one of the flick retractable types. Driver's seat is height adjustable, and there's no undue odours. It really is a very nice car indeed. So inside this 1.4 Astra Club estate, we have all the normal dials. I'll just put the ignition on, just show you there. Just turn the radio off. We guarantee the mileage there, backed up by full service history, 42,696 miles. That's the LPG switch. Now with ignition on, it shows it's going to start up on petrol. As soon as it stops flashing, there we go, it's now running on LPG autogas. And both levels of both fuels are measured on the one fuel gauge, so there's just under half a tank of LPG fitted. All the warning lights go out. That's just the handbrake warning light over there. Lighting controls we have here. On the steering wheel we have, being the club spec, we get adjustment for the volume and skip CD tracks, and also various other functions on the CD and the radio can control from the steering wheel, as well as the central console. So we get the date and outside temperature display, the radio, which again can be controlled from the steering wheel as well, so that's very nice. Being the club, we get air conditioning, recirculate, temperature control, direction of the airflow, speed of the fan, heated rear screen, small power point, no smoker's pack fitted in this Astra. It doesn't smell of smoke at all. 5-speed manual gearbox, and lots of airbags. Front passenger airbag, front driver's airbag, passenger airbag, airbag in the A pillar and the B pillar, and also the sides of the 2 front seats. Nice being the club spec, it sort of lifts it a little bit with some of this silver detailing around the car. So just having a look at all the documentation for this Vauxhall. We have one previous keeper, which was Lex Autolease when we bought the vehicle, and then we sold it to a gentleman in Linlithgow up near Edinburgh. And to show, it is a Vauxhall Astra, and there's a date of registration. Now we haven't changed it to alternative fuel car, still classed as a petrol vehicle, but we'll happily do this before it's sold. It just means popping up to DVLA, and that will save £10 a year on the road tax, which I can happily do before it goes. This is the conformity certificate by Millbrook confirming that this car with its VIN number and its registration was converted at just 10 miles by Millbrook Proving Ground, which is part of General Motors. So factory fitted LPG. Current MOT expires, where do we go? There we are, October the 19th 2012, with no advisories. These are the new style MOT certificates. And just looking at the service history, service intervals are over a year or every 20,000 miles. So in February 2009 it was serviced at just 4,000 miles, and then last at 18,000 miles, next at 18,000 miles, then again 20,000 miles later at 37,900 miles. It was serviced on the 20th of October 2011 by this garage in Linlithgow near Edinburgh. So as it says there, the next service is due next year, this year, October, or at 57,000 miles, because it's 20,000 mile service intervals. And at the last service, I think he had it MOT'd at the same time, oil and filter. He's had a new horn fitted, so obviously the horn wasn't working for the MOT, and a new tyre, so nothing unusual, and that was the cost of the last service. All the books are here as well, also my original car that came when I sold the car 18 months ago to the gentleman, and also the radio code and the key code, and all the manuals for the car, the operating system, also the audio manual, various other bits of paperwork that came when the car was brand new. So before I walk around the car, I'll just take you now for a short test drive. Welcome to the test drive. So I'll just start the Astra, click straight over to gas, and put it in first, and it pulls away very nice and cleanly. It doesn't snatch, the push is nice and smooth. Third gear, fourth gear, and it's very quiet. It's the beauty of LPG. It's not only kind to the environment and cheap to run a car on LPG, but it's also very quiet. Turns in fine, doesn't pull to the left or the right, and still feels very, very tight. Slip it into fifth, 40 miles an hour, less than 2,000 revs, and the economy is really, really good. I've driven this for precisely 197 miles. I picked it up from the customer in Edinburgh, and well, it's more than that actually, because I reset the trip when I filled it up with gas. So I've driven it for a good 250 miles without any problem at all. No knocks or squeaks. Pulls very cleanly, and they really are lovely to drive and live with. So we'll just go over this Hombach bridge. It could cost around about £30 to fill with gas if you were totally empty, and you should get easily 300 miles to a tank full. So it's averaging in price terms 65 to 75 miles to the gallon to run when compared to petrol. So just pull over, and I'll take you now for a final walk around the car. So welcome back from the test drive. So I'll walk around the car, point out any chips or marks I can find. So it's not yet been prepared, this, so there's a tiny stone chips at the leading edge of the bonnet. It's just a bit of dirt. The lenses are good. Front tyre, lots of tread on there, using the Kia sensor scale, 4 or 5 millimeters tread. The discs are fine, they're not showing any undue signs of lipping. Now these wheel trims, they look like alloy wheels, but in fact it's a plastic cover, so they're showing slight grazing to the plastic wheel trim. These are about 25 £20–25 to replace, should you want to. Windscreen is chip free, no chips there at all. Wing mirrors are fine, no dinks or dents down the side. This tyre is all practically new. Yes, good 7mm there, brand new tyre there. Again, the rear disc is not lipped. This wheel trim is fine, no scuffs to that. Looking around the rear tailgate, it's very clean. The bumpers often get a few light scratches, but it's very clean. The rear tailgate's nice and clean as well. The L of dual fuel is missing. I think I've got another one of these in the garage, so just one letter missing, must have been caught. This wheel tyre, again 5–6mm on that tyre. The disc is fine. Wheel trim again, slightly scuffed. Very clean down the sides, no undue signs of car part dinks. A little bit of a grazing to the mirror there, but again that might polish out. And this front near side tyre, that's similar to the other one, that's 4–5mm. And this disc is not lipped at all, it's fine. Again, this wheel trim, a little bit of scuffing to the wheel trim. Front corners are fine of the bumper, not showing any signs of scuffing. So what a rare car these are, with a great full service history. So we supplied this 15 months ago. This company car, so we bought it off him, and these are getting more and more increasingly difficult to find. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this or any of our vehicles for sale, then feel free to give me, Jonathan, a call anytime.